Hello, how you doing? This is Professor Al-Zaidi, and we are covering Chapter 2. Hopefully I will do another video for Chapter 3 and 4. Um, I've got a lot of emails since we didn't had the class on last Thursday for the hurricane and the cancellation happened. So I decided to do videos. I know it's a little late, but at least we have something. We will go through the chapters, but I will try to provide it. It's a hybrid course, as you know. There are no confusion in the course. I got a lot of emails saying that they are confused about how to do the assignment. Now, the assignment will be completed through what we call it Netlab, as you can see over here. It's the Netlab. You will have your username and password and you'll log in. Over there, you need to reserve, and I will let you see everything. You need to reserve a spot, then you do your lab. You will have instructions and everything. Okay. This is your Blackboard course shell. This is the course information. These are your username and passwords. These are the calendar or this calendar of activity. We're supposed to cover chapter 1 and 2. We covered only chapter 1 in first week. Second week I was planning to add this into another session, but we've got cancelled and being delayed a lot of chapters. Therefore, I'm going to try to combine a lot and press a lot of lectures together and covering the material. Then you need to do the Netlab. Now, this is already removed, but you need to do the Netlab as you can see over here. This is what you did the first week, and you submitted it. This is for the second week. You need to do, which was the week that we didn't complete. Okay, so I'm going to do the installation. I will cover chapter 2, how to do the installation, and then I will do the installation, and then I will go through the chapters one by one. Okay, so quickly to have an idea about what we need to prepare for Linux to be installed. Linux, as we said, is just like any other operating system. Requires a minimum set of hardware component to function properly. Okay, like to have at least 1 gigabyte of RAM, at least 1 gigahertz of a processor or faster, at least to have 10 gigabit or gigabyte of disk space. You will need to have a DVD and other information. Now, for your simulation, you don't need to have these because we already set it for you as ready to go software, so you just need to download it and work through the simulation. The most common CDs or applications for or operating system actually for Linux come through DVD media. You put your DVD, the DVD will run, then it will go through the installation. Always you will find a website with your DVD to download an image, what we call it ISO image, which is the standard image for operating systems. Okay. Many Linux websites allow you or the user to download a bootable live media DVD image. Okay. You will find, or you may find, a free Linux, and sometimes you'll find them paid. As we mentioned in the first chapter when we met, it's based on the Linux, okay, based on the flavor of Linux you're using. Like for example, the media that's come with your book is I think Fedora, and you have a DVD of it and you can use it to install your Linux. We have something called virtualization which dividing hardware to hardware or hardware into multiple set of small components that we can assign each component and each partition into its own operating system. Okay, like the VMware and other type of virtual product give us the opportunity to do a virtualization machine for our business or corporation. Virtual machine, each operating system that is running within a virtualization software. The host is the underlying operating system running the virtualization software. So we will have an operating system. Then we will install the VM host. Then we will divide our VM machines or the give or allocate resources for these operating systems. Oh, this is bad. Sorry. To install Linux or on a VM, download the standard DVD or live media DVD iOS image to the directory on your VM host. Open virtualization software and choose create a new virtual machine. Specify the location of the operating ISO image, and virtualization will boot from the ISO image directly. Okay, this is a little bit you don't see, as you are going to directly work with the VM machine. We will perform an activity on how to install Linux. This is your first assignment. We did it in class, but I'm redoing it again. So you will have your username and password. You will log into netlab01.fscj.edu. The first thing you need to do is to create or reserve a place. You choose the class, then you will come here and you say server installation. Okay, we will choose this CNT1015. We will choose the time, say now. We will reserve at least 1-2 hours. This is an hour and a half. Don't give me more. Okay, almost an hour and a half. I'm done. So I have reserved a spot. I will click here and to enter or to log into my bot. Okay, which giving you a virtualization machine or virtual machine or VM by yourself, so you can work with it, and which give you more options. If you mess it up or you did something wrong, and you can exit out and you can come back and start all the steps from beginning, and you'll be fine. You need to wait. It will ask you for Java. If you don't have Java, you need to install it. You need to enable it and always allow it to work. Okay, always keep updating your software, especially JavaScript or Java or Sun Java, and make sure that you have your software ready. Now we've logged into our server. Now remember one thing. Okay, I need to have the setting, as you can see, what to do exactly, the steps, and we are here at this moment, and we will go into the steps one by one, and we install the software, as you can see. Now before ending of each part, you need to have a screenshot. Okay, here for example, here before you go to this step, you need to have a screenshot for this. Okay, and you go second time and you take a screenshot and so on, and you provide it to me. So I will put my instruction on the second page or second screen, and I'm going to use it as a resources. Is over here. You can see I have two screens, so I'm going to use it in order for me to follow the steps. So let me make sure everything ready. that is both on, both ready. Let me see. Click over here. Wait. See, I need to keep and start this Java. Wait, run, and I have it over here. So you will follow the steps as shown in the screen, and we are starting installing the CentOS using a default hard disk layout. We click on here and we will have this. So we will say let me see what's going on over here. Now I'm testing the disk and it's 100% okay. So we're already complete, continue, and we're supposed to have spot. I think I need to reset everything from beginning. Oh no. Error, okay. I've got an error. I need to redo from beginning. Say I've switched screens. Was not found. Okay. Let me start from beginning. This is the bad thing. With simulation, you need to start from beginning if you had a mistake. Keep. Click again. You need to run it. Okay, bring it here. And didn't find the operating system. Turn it off. Actions. Power off. I need to power off my machine and then power it on. Off completed. Then on. And supposed to say completed. Go back, click over here on the topology, keep, run. Yep, it's running. I need to, what I did, I need to go to the action and reset my bot in order for me to see my Linux. Now I will go and I will press install. Let me make sure. Now it's running, installing. As you can see, it's installing the software for us right this moment. Now we will say skip. We need to have a welcome message. Yep. Okay. We need to choose English and then tab. Okay. We need to choose United States. Tab. Okay. And now we need to reinitialize all. So tab. Press over there and okay. It will ask us for the time. We will choose America and New York. Tab, and okay. It will ask us for a password. And your root password as they put in the instruction. TRAIN1NG. Again, TRAIN1NG. And tab, okay. A weak password, continue anyway. It will ask us for replace the existing. I need to choose use entire drive, and then tab. I need to select this SDA, and that's what I have, and press OK. Now it will ask us to go back or write changes to disk. I will choose the write changes to disk, and you can see it's writing right this moment, creating something, and boom. It may take a few minutes to install. And it may stop on 100% for 1-2 minutes, so give it time. As we wait, we will do step number 14. We are right now on step number 13. As you can see over here, as we can see over here, we are in step number we are here. We are installing right this moment, so we need to have the complete section, and we have it on 95 right this moment. So let's give it more time. As you can see, we already went through the language. We loaded, shows the language. This is Vidora, so the disk that you have, it asks us for these information. You need to manually select your destination before installation and can continue. And these are the storage devices that we may use. And this is how you can install and configure your disk. Let me see if we're ready. We have on 100% right this moment, as we need to wait, as an instruction say wait 1-2 minutes in order for everything to complete. We will be asked to reboot. We need to reboot. Sometimes it will ask us to re-establish the connection with Netlab, sometimes no, so we need to say yes or no. So we are waiting for the system to reboot. So it didn't ask us to reboot. It's running, so give us time. Now it will ask us to log in. So the username will be root. Now root is just like administrator in Windows, we have root in Linux. So we will choose root, then we will press OK. It will ask us for the password. It will be TRAIN1NG, and press enter. You will not see the password. This is where everyone will get missed over here. You will not see the password writing down. This is in Linux. This is terminal. You will not see it. Over here you need to take a snapshot and send it to me, as it's required for your assignment. But for now, the first part of the installation has complete. Now we need to make configuration changes to modify the CentOS menu and so on. So we need to write cd/boot/grub, and let me see. Nope. I need to write it down. cd boot, and we went to the directory. cd change directory. cd stands for change directory, if you don't know. You can put shell, which is shell, or ssh commands, or terminal command, and for Linux, and it will give you the Linux command. Then it will ask you to list for the configuration file. So you will say the following. In order to list something, you need to put ls, which stands for list, and -1 dot config, press enter. Now you grabbed it, you brought your file. Now you will need to create a copy, which is a backup. You create a copy cp of the file conf, into another one called origin. Okay, press enter. Now you will list everything. Now when you put the star over here, when you put the star over here, which means you will display or list anyone with this name, any file with this name. So you will have two files that displays. Now you know that you have two files. You can now use any commands to display the content. So in order for us to display the content, we need to put cat, which display the content, then the file name, and this is the content of the file. You will be required to do a couple of changes over here. Before making changes, reboot your machine or your system and observe the screen. So you need to do a test over here before you do any not a test, screenshot before you do any reboot, to send it to your to me in order for me to see it. Now we are rebooting everything, and wait for it. It will ask us the name of the username again, which will be root, and the password are the same. No, root TRAIN1NG, and as we said, we go to this location, to this file, and and you will have this as you see, this is a mistype, but it's okay. And you'll be the same location. You will display first, if you want to see the file, display the content, which is cat, then you display the content, and you need to use an editor to change in it. Okay, for me, you can use the VI editor. For me, I will use Pico editor, which I prefer it personally, but you can use the VI editor, because I work with a lot with Linux, so I use Pico rather than VI. The VI is the basic one. So, oh, it's not here. Good. VI and as you can see, we are logged into the or listed into the system. Now we need to change this into timed out to 30, so we are going to be here. And then we will put 3. Ouch, 0. Something wrong. It's not taking the timing over here, so let me try. Yep, you need to press the A key. This is the difference between Pico and VI. In here you need to press A key in order for to go into the insertion mode, and you press 30. So you already set it to 30. Now you will go to hit hide menu, push down here, and you will put a pound sign in order to deactivate this. So now in order for you, because you are using the VI and you are in the edit mode, what you need to do in order for you to exit out, you need to first press escape. After you press escape, then you need to press you need to type colons X and you press, I think, colons, let me make sure, and press enter. And now before we reboot, or to ask us to reboot, so in order to take the settings, so we have two ways to do it. We can type reboot and press enter, or we can say shut down and dash R now, which giving the order to shut down right now, and you press enter. Same thing. We selected the operating system, run. It may ask you to disconnect or press yes. You need to press yes. Again, root TRAIN 1MG, press enter. We are here. We logged in back in. To ask you to shut down the machine again. So let's type it again. In number 18, to ask you immediately to reshut down. Which again, shut down -R -H. Sorry. Now press OK, shutting down. Now it will give us some instructions. Now we've disconnected from Netlab. We press yes, continuing. Okay, retry. Come on. I think the machine. Based on this, number 20, say cancel it and close your operating system. Now you have completed your first lab, which is installing Linux. Okay, this is the first lab you need to do, installing Linux through the command line. This is the first ever lab you did last week or last 2 weeks ago that I was in Netlab. Okay, we are here. Let me say I'm done. Okay, now I've completed my reservation. I go ahead and choose again my class, and I can choose the second one. The second one I will pass it as we already installed one of them, so we are going to install the second one. So let's go back to our school, and we need to do this. Okay, so it will say using the patch and managing text file, and as we go through. So let's try to reserve another spot and do another lab. As we are here, we need to go ahead and into lab 10A, where say managing files. Click over here now, and we have 1 hour, and I'm done. I reserved one. Enter the lab, give me instructions, and we will go step by step to manage files. Easy steps, it's not that complicated. You just need to take one by one, read the instruction. If you have 2 screen, it will be wonderful. If you don't have a 2 screen, don't squeeze it down. Try to use another way, which you view, then you go back type, or print out the instruction and view it, because I don't prefer to close it like this. You may lose stuff, so give it time. If you have any questions, please let me know. I know we are going step by step, but this is how your assignment need to be done. We have a lot of lecture to go through, but this is exactly what you need to do. This is in terms of your assignments. We've logged in. First thing, lab content. You need to see it, view it. You can have it like this, but when you click, it will disappear. So let's start working. As we say, the VI is an editor, so over here they will ask us and they will explain what we are doing. So let's take it to the second screen. Increase it in order for me to see it very well. Introduction, then we will use the VI editor. And what's the VI editor we have here? So navigate, document using VI, then the basic information, then the VI and typing information. So we have here topology. Now topology is how your network and operating system working on your network. So you need to click on the Vidora workstation. Let me see, keep and run, and it's connecting on the other side. It's here. Hello Vidora. Then they will ask you for the virtual machine. Will display the login screen, and make sure that sysadmin is in the user field, and then you enter the password Netlab 1 2 3 and press enter. Once you've logged in, a terminal window may appear. If it does not appear, click on the kickoff application launcher, the F in the lower left corner of the desktop in the screen bar, and type console. So as we don't see, we click on Fedora. Come on. Then we will type here console. So this is our terminal. This is the console. Okay. Then we will create a file that can be used to demonstrate using the VI editor. Let's say here you need to type echo allow me. Okay. Echo So in other words, you are telling Fedora to create a file named my file. You are telling them, or telling Fedora to write welcome to the VI editor. Then you press enter, then you will say echo, again quotation, it is very powerful. It's I consider it basic. So period quotation to save it on an existing file name, my file, press enter. Then again echo. Now echo, it will be used a lot in programming languages. So if you are a programmer, you may experience once. Write on an existing file, my file. Then you need to display my file, and that's what you just did. Okay. Now you are going to use the VI editor. You will put VI my file, and it will open your file. As we mentioned, you need to press A to go into your file and to type. Now these are the functions that we are seeing over here. Okay, this is how it's looking right this moment. VI my file, then you come here and you follow these instructions. These are what you need to know about it. So let's say like press A and go, sorry, using another screen, press here and you can navigate through your you can select the entire word. You can, Control G to know the information. Now I press Ctrl G to show up the number of columns and location and other information. And you need to manage your file, go through a lot of things in terms of the steps of the functions of using VDORA. Okay, so as you can see, we are following instruction based on our what we learned through the course. So let me exit this, colons, and press enter to save the file. You can display what we change, and you can type anything you like. You can create your own program and you put it there, and you can